Okay, guys, now we are recording this video. This meeting together is recorded, and we shall set off now with our topic for today: stirrers and settlers. As you can see on the screen now, you see it? You see?
Yes.
Okay, stirrers and settlers. I wish you prepared for this topic. So, what is the meaning of stirrers and settlers? And when do we use each of them? Stirrers and settlers, a term of certain activities that we use with our students. And I think I gave you a brief idea about it before, and you took your time to prepare for working this workshop about this topic. So we can start with defining this term. What is the meaning of stirrers and settlers?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Noor?
Yes. There are some activities are used in the classroom. Settlers are used to sit down the class or the pupils,
Yes.
and the stirrers is the opposite. We use them to make a movement inside the classroom.
Yes.
And there are a lot of activities. I searched about them in Google. I found a lot of activities.
For both of them, I think, stirrers and settlers as well.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Abdeldaim.
Settlers are more than the stirrers.
Of course, we can find that settlers' activities may be more than the stirrers one. Mr. Abdeldaim, you have a comment on that?
Settling students, stillers are activities which are designed to calm down students or calm students down.
Yes.
Okay, and settlers let students move around as much as possible.
Yes. This is the second part of our question. When do we use each of them? So we use the settlers as you're saying, to sit the students or calm the students down, or lessen their hyperactivities if they hyperactive in some day, and this is the settlers. But for the stirrers, it means that we can activate the student and make them more active in the classroom if they are not active or quite lazy. So this picture on the screen, what do these students need? I can see here some boy that is playing with papers. He is hyperactive. And another one, I think he threw something in the air, and the teacher, I think she's quite annoyed about what's going on from these hyperactive students. So what does this teacher need?
They need a settler activity.
Right? She needs some settler activities to listen the hyperactive students. And what about this class? What do these students need?
They need a stirring activity.
They need some stirrers to wake them up and make them more active to participate in the class with the teacher.
Yes.
How could you apply settlers and stirrers activities in the class? Give some details. But before we answer this question, I can jump to this diagram about or the genres categorizing the activities into stirrers and settlers. Could you put two examples for stirrers and settlers? Ms. Hana and Mr. Abdeldaim will put two examples for the stirrers and another two examples for the settlers. Okay, follow up, Mr. Abdeldaim. You see the diagram on the screen. Mr. Abdeldaim, hello.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
In a minute. Yes. You can take your time. You can take your time if you want to think about two examples of stirrers and two examples for settlers. Mr. Abdeldaim and Ms. Hana, take your time for a minute to think about two examples.
I have a lot of examples.
Okay, you can give us two or more examples for each.
Yes, settlers activities are like word play activities,
yes.
And read, listen, and draw activities, vocabulary activities, cut and stick activities,
okay,
puzzle storytelling, picture sequencing, spot the difference.
Would the student use a puzzle game as settlers as well?
Yes. Yes.
Settlers or stirrers? We can make
settlers.
It. Okay. Would the teacher make it a stirrer in a stirrer activity? The puzzle. What about if the teacher make the puzzle activity in groups, not individually? Could it be make some competition between the students and make them more active?
Yes, I think it's the same puzzle for all students.
Yes.
Doing a puzzle is considered to be one of the perfect ways of calming small students. You can also set a timer and the first to find it.
Yes. And what about the examples of the stirrers? Have you got some examples for stirrers activities?
I think songs, role plays, ball games, class games, mingles, or surveys, drama acting out.
Okay, survey.
And using
survey activity. It's stirrer or settler?
Stirrers.
So how could you make a stirrer? Could you give us some details? How could you apply? How could you apply it as stirrer?
I can ask them to make a survey about anything at the classroom or at outside the school.
When the student make a survey, the student sits down silently and makes the survey. How could it be a stirrer?
No, they can move all around the classroom.
Yes. So we can apply the same activity to make it settler or a stirrer.
Stirrer.
As the
Yes.
instructions you give to the class, or as the plan you make, and some modifying for the game or the activity, you can change it or transform it to make it from settler to stirrer or vice versa. So thank you, Ms. Hannah. This is very good. Mr. Abdel, could you give us some examples for stirrers and settlers?
As she say, I listened to her.
Yeah.
She prepared my
She told all the examples in your head.
ما أنا غششتها.
Very good. Okay, so you can comment. Two heads are better than one. Comment on what she's... Yes, Mr. Abdel.
Stirrer in settling Stiller's activities, we can use puzzles or love puzzle for children, so that they can use their brains.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.